Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, my audio's off. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna give it like a couple seconds for everyone to hop on.
Yeah, that's fine.
We just finished doing lit cardio from the prep or from the first week of MN100. We're all dead.
Dude, I am like in love with that program already.
It's so much fun. Like there's so much diversity in the program.
I'm obsessed.
I think it might be one of my favorite programs.
Yeah, I'm obsessed. It's gonna be my new favorite program for sure. I want the 100 days to start now.
Yeah, same. I wish we had access to it, like, and it didn't go away.
I know.
So, all right. I am going to mute everybody, and then Jess, if you want to unmute yourself, or I'll unmute you. There you go. Okay, so for those who do not know who Jessica is, she is a coach under Emily Skender. She's been a coach for, a couple years now, but then in January, she just decided she was going to go literally all in on the business, and she went diamond and then 1-star, like, within, a month, right?
Yeah, pretty much. So.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. So Jordan and I met her on the Diamond Retreat in California, and we asked her to come on and talk to you guys because she, literally was a coach for a couple years before she decided she was ready to make big things happen in her business. And when she decided to flip that switch, everything just happened all at once because she had such a big mindset shift. So we wanted to ask Jessica to come talk to you guys about how that happened for her and what it looks like when you finally decide that you're ready to go all in your business. So Jessica, take it away.
Thank you. So I'm Jessica, if you guys don't know. If I'm looking down, I have my whole page of notes here. So basically what I kind of thought the order I would do it in, I'm going to kind of how I flipped my mindset, how I went diamond, and then what helped me keep that mindset and stay true to my goals. So last year they had that diamond retreat in Florida. And I went to Summit last year and I was all, I'm going to hit diamond. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. It didn't happen. And I was really disappointed in myself because, like Megan said, I've been in this business for a couple years now. And finally, when I didn't hit that and I didn't get to go on that retreat, I was really disappointed. And I kind of just took a step back. And then in January, I finally decided, you know what, it's literally time for me to shit or get off the pot with this because I was so in and out of this the last couple years. It'll be 4 years for me in November. And it's just why am I doing this because I know what this business can give me and I've seen what it's given other girls. So it was it's time for me to do this for real or, not to do this anymore. So I sat down in January and I made myself a vision board, and I didn't just put things that were in the business that I wanted to work on, but personal things as well. And I know Megan probably has talked to you, Megan and Jordan have probably talked to all of you guys about vision boards, and I highly suggest sitting down and doing one because it just puts things into perspective, puts things together, and you can visually see it, especially if you're a visual person. So I just started out with a few goals that I wanted to kind of hit throughout the year, and the smallest, the one that was that I needed to hit first was diamond, and I put premier on there, 2-star, 5-star, elite. I want to pay off a credit card, just things like that you can do with your business that help you along the way get to those other bigger goals. And another one was, quit my job. I want a pug puppy. That's on there and that's going to happen. So it was just, I didn't think it would make that big of a difference to me to see all of that stuff, in front of me like that in one platform, but it really did. And that's what I think really helped me was seeing it all there. So I did that, and we had 8 weeks to hit diamond and then hold for 6 weeks before we could go on this retreat. So I did all of the things, leading up to that. And I remember the week before I needed 2 coaches, and I thought, okay, yeah, I can do this. 2 coaches, no brainer. I can do this. I didn't do it. last week came, I remember Sunday night, I was sitting outside, I was taking my dog outside, and I remember sitting there like, okay, I have to be diamond by Wednesday. And I got to thinking like, okay, you know what, maybe this won't happen, and if it doesn't, it's not a big deal. And I always told myself that, maybe next time. And I was like, no, that's not why you started this in January. So no, flip that mindset again, you guys. And I had to have 4 coaches and now make my boyfriend Emerald. And I did it in that basically, 48 hours. Like it happens. And thinking back on it, just like being able to say that I hit that goal after, I worked really hard and I wanted that for so long, for 3 years, and I did it. Like that feeling was, it's indescribable, as I'm sure Jordan and Megan can say the same thing about hitting those goals, especially, smaller ones within your business. And so basically I have a kind of like a list of things here that help me with my mindset. And the number one thing that I'll tell you guys is share your goals with everybody. Your boyfriend, I called my dad and told him, I'm hitting diamond, I'm going on that retreat. And he said, okay, do it. Share that with your team. Share your vision with your team. I know it's scary to say, I want to quit my job by my 26th birthday, but that's what I told them. And they knew I wanted to do that, and they were willing to help me get there. And put it out on social media. I mean, you don't have to say I'm quitting my job by September, but put it out there that you have big goals that you want to achieve, and you're going to do whatever in your power you're going to do to get there. And flip your mindset. Don't say, maybe I'll get there. Maybe I'll be diamond. It was, I am diamond. I will be diamond. Like I said that to myself every single day. And being diamond is one of those ranks that you can control. And I know you guys have probably heard that and you don't believe it, but once you do it and you get there, you realize that you can do it. It's one of those goals or ranks that you can still control. Be honest about your goals when you're setting these goals, and be honest about the time it's going to take to get there. Like, don't say you want to be diamond by December. You could do it in a week if you really wanted to, but also don't, put the pressure on yourself to hit that in a week if you know that's not tangible for yourself. Make it realistic, but don't make it too far out, because then you won't get there. And I think that's why that 8 weeks was perfect, because it was a realistic amount of time to get there. And a lot of people hit it before, but it was realistic enough for us to get there as well. And another one, and I'm sure you guys hear this all the time, is personal development, you guys. And I love personal development, but a big thing that like motivates me and gets me in like a really fun mindset is music. Like I love like rap and hip hop music. I don't know why, but it just makes me feel some type of way. And like I like doing that while I'm working. Like before I work out, like I was blaring G-Eazy before I got on this call. Like find what works for you. I suggest PD definitely, at least, once a day, but find something that motivates you or just helps, gets you in a mood to work and motivate you. This is the biggest one for me. Surround yourself with the right people. I was in a very toxic relationship the last couple of years, and I've done more in this business now. I'm in a new relationship, but I've done more in this business in 6 months than I did in the last 3 years. And I don't know, this is really like personal to me because it's so true and you don't think about it, but if you hang out with even the wrong friends, like family can be toxic, and anything that doesn't seem positive on social media to me, like if I see someone post something that even still to this day, if anything slightly annoys me or I'm like, what the heck? No, I'm unfollowing them. I'm deleting them. Like you have to, like, it's very, very crazy how if you surround yourself with that little bit of negativity or something that doesn't motivate you, how easy it is to flip that switch and go back into that negative mentality. So surround yourself with the right people. And kind of some things that I did. Let me make sure I did that. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. And some things that that helped me go diamond. I'm going to tell you guys some things that helped me was definitely pour into your clients, because that's what helped me go diamond. I have had a few coaches sign up here and there, but all of my coaches have came from clients. You know, they trust you already. They signed up with you for this program, so you know they trust you already. Pour into them, be there for them. I mean, you know, you have to split your time with some things, but your clients trust you and they trust the programs. They know these things work. So always extend that invite of coaching or a discount coach to them, because that's what really helped me. And don't be afraid to ask for help from your team, from your coaches, from your family. Ask. Don't be afraid to ask. I hate asking that kind of stuff, but you know, these girls are here to help you, and they want the same things that you do, are pretty similar. So don't be afraid to reach out and ask them, hey, you know, just don't be afraid to ask, especially if the coach is on your team. Ask them to go emerald, ask them to sign up their boyfriend. And I know you have to work some things out in certain ways with certain people, but don't be afraid to ask for help. And another thing that this is a quote I kind of love that I've heard. I don't know if I heard it or I made it up. I don't know. But if you're talking to enough people and you have a good enough relationship with your clients and maybe your followers too, you can literally make diamond happen so fast if you're talking to enough people. And that's what I believe, and I'm sure Megan and Jordan can relate. Like, if you're talking to the right people, or not the right people, if you're talking to enough people, if you're, like I said, pouring into your clients and you're there for them and they trust you, you shouldn't have any issue going diamond. And I remember something Kelsey Hill said when she was doing a training for us, and it was, you know, how she went diamond. And the biggest thing, it kind of like, you know, it was kind of like a truth bomb. It kind of made my soul hurt a little bit. But she said, I wanted it more than you guys. I wanted it more than you. And I was like, well, at first, I really wanted it. And I did. I did really want it. But did I put in the work to do it? Did I, you know, keep pushing for it no matter what? No, I didn't at the time. So you have to want it. You literally have to want it, and you have to be willing to work. Because I remember that night before I went diamond, I was up till, it was probably like 3 a.m. on the other coast, like making sure that I did it. Like, I called Beachbody. Can you check my downline? Like, I need this, you know? So I think that's kind of all my tips and tricks and mindset flips. I think I saw some questions. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I put a couple questions that I had in the chat, and if any of you guys have questions, feel free to comment them in there, or if you guys have questions, like, say them. But I did put a couple questions. The first one was, what was your favorite personal development when you were working on diamond?
Oh my gosh. I think I was reading, what was I reading? I think it was Girl Wash Your Face.
Such
I
a
think.
book. Oh my gosh.
Girl Wash Your Face. Hold on. I'm going to look at my my Audible real quick. Or my Kindle real quick. Hold on. Because I want to be able to tell you.
Girl, same. I've read so many, I forget.
I know. Okay. I think I was kind of reading like a few of them. Girl Wash Your Face, and oh, am I coming back? Oh, Get Over Your Damn Self. That was another one.
I love that book. That's a really good
I
book.
rotated between both of those.
That is so good. And then the other question I had was, how did you change the way that you talked about coaching on Instagram when you started working on diamond?
I think it was celebrating like small wins. Just talking about the friendships and the relationships. And I kind of like to think about where I was when I first started, you know, this business, and what it's given to me over the last couple of years, because you know, when we moved to Arizona, I didn't have a job for 6 months. We were struggling. Granted, my boyfriend found a job. I didn't. Beachbody's the reason that I didn't get my car repoed. You know, like it helped me pay my bills for 6 months when I didn't have a job. And I mean, I wasn't in a place either where I didn't need a job. I needed a part-time job at least to have some extra income. But you know, sharing those small wins, like it bought me groceries, like, you know, it helped me move across the country. And the friendships and relationships, because I've always struggled with, you know, friendships and relationships and money. And this business gives you all of those things. And I've struggled with like a little mild depression and anxiety. And, you know, like working on yourself, that's like another thing. I just kind of started like really sharing what it's done for me over the last couple of years. And I think sometimes, now that I'm talking about it, but sometimes I think you can almost overthink what this business has done for you in that moment. So even if you just think of some things, like write it down throughout the day, like you should see how many things I have in my notes, you know, like just small things that you can share. And I think that's the biggest thing. And you don't have to become a millionaire, but I think a mindset switch, you know, with anything you're dealing with, coaching can help with a lot of things, and just sharing those small things, especially, you know, at first.
That makes a lot of sense, especially because I know a lot of us have a block almost that we haven't seen success in the business yet, so we can't talk about that. But if you've seen any success, even if it's your first day and you're proud of yourself for committing to it, like that's still a transformation. That's still something worth sharing.
Exactly. I couldn't agree more.
Well, I don't see any more questions in the comments, but thank you so much, Jessica, for sharing your time.
Thank you so much, Jessica. Oh my gosh, I got red my faces. Yeah. Thank you so much.
We can't wait to see you in like.
I can't wait to see you guys.
Well, we will see you soon. I will get this recording posted soon. And thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me. I'll see you guys on Thursday.
Bye. See you Thursday.
Bye.